Anyway, I'm going to let Chastity talk for a little bit.
Can you bring that Bible back here? Because I want to read Galatians 3:28 again and explain what it means to me.
Okay.
Okay. Let's see here. Okay, so there is neither Jew nor Greek, there is neither bond nor free, there is neither male nor female, for ye are all one in Christ Jesus. And if ye be Christ, then are ye Abraham's seed and heirs according to the promise. You may have noticed that I actually have this image as on my Facebook profile of those two verses. And I was testing out a programming library I was writing, and I decided to use that text for it because it's my favorite verses here. And the reason it's so important to me is that it's saying basically that the distinctions that people have where they separate people, like, oh, you're this race or this race, you know, if you're Jew or Gentile, or you're a slave or you're free, like the classes of society, you know, who has the power and who's the slave to the other. And then male or female, obviously, you know, people separate people by gender from the very start, and they start teaching them, oh, you're a boy, you have to be this, and you're a girl, you have to be this. And what this verse is saying, if you understand it, it's not saying that Jews and Gentiles don't exist, and it's not saying that male and female doesn't exist. Not in the literal sense. These things still exist. The people still exist. Biological sex still exists. But what it's saying is that these social categories where people are separated and dividing each other, treating somebody as better or worse, those social roles don't matter. That's what I've always felt that this verse is saying. It's like, not that there's male or female don't exist, but that we should not be like, oh, well, your opinion on computer programming doesn't count because you're a woman, or you can't have a opinion on abortion because you're a man. Those are good examples, because it's like people saying that your social role is that you have to shut up. Basically, that's what people do, and you see this happen. You see Jews being mean to Gentiles, Gentiles being mean to Jews. Then there was the whole issue of slavery, and there was all that, and then the war between men and women that society keeps encouraging. Every time they try to bring up the LGBT, we see when politicians bring these things up, they're trying to cause division. They're trying to get people to fight amongst themselves and split into tribes and go to war with each other. But I just have always liked this verse because it's saying, no, let's ignore all that. We're all one. We're under Christ. We're all the same thing. And I particularly the verse after it about how, and if you be Christ, then are you Abraham's seed and heirs according to the promise. What I like about that one is that it's not about ancestry of who begat somebody, who's somebody's biological descendants. Because first of all, we're all God's children. Second of all, we biologically we also all descended from Noah's family, if you believe the Ark story, or we all descended from Adam and Eve originally anyway. So the races and the distinction really doesn't matter because we all come from the same source and we're all united under Christ. So I just like the unity that these verses bring, and that's why it's been my favorite for a long time. I've mentioned to you probably hundreds of times in my lifetime. It's my favorite verse, but I never really got an opportunity publicly to explain why.
Well, it's true that the point there is that none of us earn God's approval by whatever we happen to be. And even by trying to keep the law the way the Jews do, we all need to come to Christ in order to please God. And it has to be by faith anyway. Because like he's telling them, Abraham believed me many years before the law was given at Mount Sinai. So he didn't have favor with God because he kept the law perfectly.
So obviously, since that was before the law can't be what's most important.
It isn't. That's what it's saying. It's by faith.